Hey guys, welcome back to the Big Comfy Couch. Today we are not on a couch, we're actually on a chair. Funny enough, we've never been on a couch, it's always been a bed, but you know what I'm saying. Today we're going to be talking about how you guys can be more feminine, okay? How to be more feminine, how to act more feminine, and how to just pull out your feminine side if you are a person who struggles, if you're a woman who struggles, okay? On the internet, people like to overcomplicate it and like come up with all these things that you have to do, but I've literally simplified it and made it into 7 easy steps. So let's get right into it. Step number 1 is surround yourself around other feminine women. This is coming from somebody who was a tomboy growing up, okay? All my best friends were dudes, especially in adulthood. When I was like 20 to like 22, 23, I was in a very, very male-dominated industry. And so I was just always around super competitive energy, super non-receptive energy, being loud, like aggressive in nature. Like this was literally like my environment. And so I found it very, very hard, nor did I even know what it meant to be feminine. And so when I actually started putting myself around other feminine women who are in tune with their femininity, that's the key, I started seeing these changes. So if you're somebody who's struggling, I'm going to get more into the tips as we go along, but this is the first step. 2 is you need to prioritize your self-care. This is so big because nothing screams more of a feminine woman than a girl who really knows how to take care of yourself. Like, you guys ever just walk past a girl that literally just looks like she has it all together, and her hair is done, her nails are taken care of, you know, her makeup is nice and neat, it's giving clean girl makeup, and it's just everything about her just gives like she puts herself first. Right? If you want to be in your femininity, you have to start taking care of you first, because it starts from the inside and then it works its way out. So that might mean, you know, taking spa days, just taking care of yourself. Put yourself first. This goes out to all my firstborn daughters, okay? I understand, like, you're used to everything being put on your back, but you have to be able to put yourself first, because people will treat you how you treat yourself. If you want someone, a Prince Charming, to come swoop in and to quote unquote be your provider, how can that happen if you're not even taking care of yourself first, right? You have to show that you are already living and breathing this lifestyle before you can really have somebody come in and just, you know, do it for you, if that makes sense. Be your own provider first. Number 3 is be more open to receiving. Okay, and don't be afraid to ask for things. Those are like, those two go hand in hand. When it comes to being open to receiving, it could be something as small as a compliment. I remember when I used to get compliments, I used to think that like I had to say something back to make the other person like feel good. So somebody would say, wow, like your makeup looks so good today. I'm here looking at the person, trying to find something cute. Babe, I love your lip combo. Like, it's not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary. It's not necessary. It's really not. Like, there's nothing wrong with just saying thank you, right? There's nothing wrong with just accepting the compliment and going about your business. If you feel like you have to give something back because you received something, like, that is you sitting in your masculine energy. You're trying to provide something back when you should understand the queen you are, right? You should know your worth. You should be able to say to yourself, like, of course they're complimenting me, but like, you know, obviously be humble about it. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to being feminine, it really is just about being open to receiving. That's what being open to receiving means. Taking something and not feeling like you owe anybody anything. And also, don't be afraid to ask for things. Are you kidding me? Guys, I am the firstborn, okay? I'm the firstborn daughter. Do you know how hard it was for me to get over this hurdle? Like, do you guys understand how hard it was for me to actually, me, ask somebody, like, can you do this for me? Or can you do that for me? Now I ask like it's water. Like, I don't care, like, you know? But at the end of the day, you have to understand that, like, the girls who ask for more get more. And you have to be willing to ask, because most masculine men, let's be honest, if you're talking to a traditional guy and he's a masculine man, he wants to provide for you. There's some guys out there that are actually just waiting for you to ask them for things. Like, you guys do know that, right? They want to do it, but sometimes they just want to hear you ask. And it's not, what's the word? Like, it's not a bad look for a woman to be in need. You get what I'm saying? I know some of us might have like pride or ego, or, you know, I don't want to seem like this, or there's nothing wrong with being a woman that needs help. right? With all these girls that are, I don't need a man and I'm good on my own and we don't need men in this society. Like, no, I for one need a man. Okay, I need a man. Oh, tired of this. This cuckoo narrative is really what is getting us out of balance, right? It's making us women pull up our Barbara the Builder pants on and do things that we could get men to do. Number 4, dress more feminine. Dress more feminine. Dress more feminine. Guys, when I started dressing more feminine, baby, like the femininity just came naturally. I remember I struggled so much for so long because I'm like, whoa, like, I can't be feminine like these girls. I can't do the baby voice. Like, I can't do all of that. Like, how are they so feminine? Like, you know, like they say that the way that a woman talks to a child or the way that a woman talks to a dog is how men want to be spoken to. And I just could never bring myself to ever be at that point. And then that's when I realized that there were some things that I had to change, because if I could talk to a dog like that and I could talk to a baby like that, it's in me. It's just about getting it out. Sometimes what I do is I will dress very feminine. I'll dress in skirts, in dresses, in pinks, in pastel colors. Colors that just vibrate feminine energy. And I've just noticed that it's just so much easier for me to be in my feminine energy, because it's like, look what I'm wearing. Like, I'm dainty. Like, I'm fragile. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if this will work for everybody, honestly, but I know it works for me. When I leave the house and I know I'm in like a very, very, say like cute little flowy dress, like it just captivates my entire aura. Like, I just start acting like that. So I highly, 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 highly recommend going on Fashion Nova, going on Shein. It could be even Shein. If you're on a tight budget, babe, go to Shein, okay? And literally just find like search up soft girl or search up feminine. This is not sponsored by Shein, by the way, but search up feminine and just start wearing these things, and you'll notice that when you leave the house, you'll act more feminine. Like, you'll be more soft. You're not going to be moving radical if you're in a dress that could, you guys know what I'm saying? I'm very visual. Number 5 is have a signature soft voice.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
This took me an entire year, okay? An entire year to master, guys. When I first tried the voice, I was very, very like nervous. Like, it just felt so fake. But I had to realize that, listen, every girl needs a voice for when they're asking for something. If you want to ask for something and you want something to go your way, you have to know how to have the breathy, airy Marilyn Monroe voice. And it's described in the book Art of Seduction, and they basically talk about how Marilyn had a voice that was almost as if she just woke up. Something that was very soft, something that was very careful. And when you think about this person, you're just always going to think they're so fragile. You're always going to think they're just, you know, like you can't ask them to change their own tires. You can't ask them to pay the bill. She's just so dainty. She's so fragile. My life changed, though. I used to have such a raspy voice, and I will see if I can insert a clip of what my voice sounded like. Here with my girl Alexis from Mississippi. I used to always be yelling up on calls. And what would happen is my voice would just be so raspy, and I would lose it every 3 days. Like, I sounded like Natalie Nunn. Like, some of you guys think Natalie Nunn's voice is very raspy like that. That's not her real voice. Go on the old videos of Bad Girls Club. Your voice becomes raspy when you overuse it or if you're always screaming. So you have to know how to, like, number one, preserve your voice. He should hear your voice and his heart should melt. He should hear your voice and he won't know how to say no. So it takes a while. Some of you might be able to get it quicker than others. I know it took me a while because it just felt so fake. And my voice is naturally a little bit on the deeper side. But once you're able to actually, like, figure this out and figure out what works for you and what sounds natural, and I just really want this bag. Like, it's like, you're good, sis, okay? I'm the worst at explaining things, but best believe, like, I just know that these work, okay? Just trust me, okay? I just need you guys to trust me, okay? 6 is be more flowy, don't overthink, and just be in the present. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress it enough. Like, the day I was able to literally just let go and let God, my life changed, okay? I'm a very, like, person where it's like, if you invite me somewhere, like, I want to know all the details. Who's gonna be there? What time are we getting there? How long are we gonna be there? What are we gonna do when we get there? Like, I wanna know all the details. And that can be anti-seductive because what's happening is you're not living in the present. Now, there's nothing wrong with, you know, kind of wanting to make sure you're safe, ensuring that whatever it is that you're doing is of your interest, XYZ. But it's just about understanding that you just gotta go with the flow, baby. Okay, go with the flow. In the book, Art of Seduction, Robert Greene talks about how, like, if you are a person that is always thinking about the future and you're not living within the present, it is anti-seductive. You just kind of have to, like, let the guy take control. And if you don't trust the person that you're with to take control and you just literally, like, chill, you're with the wrong guy. And, like, the best way to put this is, like, your brain should turn off. Like, if your brain doesn't turn off around him, ladies, he's the wrong dude. I kid you guys not, I have literally almost walked into the streets. Okay, some guy took me to Greece once, and I literally almost walked into the street. Well, it was Greece, but then we went to Amsterdam, and I almost walked into the street, like, in Amsterdam, and I almost got hit by a car. And I don't know what came about me, but I feel like it was just the whole, like, being taken care of, being provided for, being, like, you know, like, I was with a true masculine man. So just flow, okay? Don't overthink. Let him take control. Move more slow. Move more elegantly. I used to be a very radical person. Like, I'm still even radical. Like, what even was that? I definitely have a different persona when you meet me. Like, when you meet me in person, I'm so different. Online, different story. But anywho, just flow, okay? Move slower and move more elegantly. And I've said this in my other video, so you guys can go check that out on the Black Cat Energy, because I talk about that a lot in that video. Number 7, and this is the last one, is music. The music that you listen to has a huge impact on how you will act, how you present yourself. Like, music in general is just so influential. I used to listen to some crazy trap hood music. Like, ask my friends, you come in my car, you're going to be listening to some jaga jaga. That was old me. Now I've transitioned to only listening to gospel music, and I do my best because I'm a workout girly, and, you know, it's really hard, especially on leg day. But ever since that transition, I've just noticed that I'm a lot more, like, gentle. You know, you ever listen to some hood music and it just makes you want to, like, fight somebody? Or, like, you ever listen to, like, I don't know, like, anything, like it'll be, like, drugs, murder, sex, and it's literally, like you come off the phone angry. I remember I literally used to play hood music if I needed to go fast on the highway. Like, that should tell you so much. So I highly, 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 highly recommend to listen to just softer music that just uplifts women, music that is just uplifting to your soul. I recommend Afrobeats if you're not ready for the full transition into gospel music, but the music you listen to has a huge impact. Believe me, this is like the trying to be feminine starter pack, okay? This is like the very, very basic stuff. I can go more into depth. If you guys want a video like that, please comment down below, more in depth, and I will do that for you. But these are just the key steps. You get so much more out of life when you are feminine. They want us to believe that being feminine is weak, that being feminine means you don't get anything out of life. But ever since I have made this transition, guys, I have gotten so much more out of life. And it has taken me so much less effort. Like, gone are the days trying to yell and scream and get people's attention. And once you learn to actually attract people, that's when your life starts to change. Because you're no longer chasing something, but it's just coming to you. Feminine women, we attract, we don't chase. So trust me, if you're a person who's stuck in your ways and you're just kind of like, well, I like being a tomboy, I like being a tom da-da-da, I like kind of being a little ugh to me. Okay, take it from me, and this is somebody who's been on the other side, you get so much more. You get so much more from being feminine. You get treated better. You get free things. People help you with things without having to ask. People won't ask you for a certain thing. Life's just better. Okay, I'm literally the worst at explaining things. I don't even know why you guys are subscribed to me, but I love you guys nonetheless. Thank you. I love you. Okay, I love you. But yeah, life just gets so much better. Believe me, take it from me. I don't have anything else to say. I'm going to show you guys the finished look. Let me just put my lashes on and then we will end this video. All right, lashes are on. Whoever created lashes was a genius. Ooh. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys all. Stay tuned until the next video. Mwah.